the club is the Middle East Cafe. And what's the gum?
The gum was
What kind of gum was that?
grape tattoo gum.
Tried it.
You're trying to kiss my grape tattoo.
It's huge. We're talking with Richie from Into Another. And
Into Another.
Yeah, Into Another. How old are you? How old are you, Richie? How old are you? Let's break the ice. How old are you?
I'm Asian.
It's a big. Well, I'm 22, so you got to be what? 30?
Not yet. I was born on August 23rd, 1965. There it is.
So figure it out. Anyway.
There it is.
They're playing today with Razor Wire and Rain Like the Sound of Trains. Razor Wire is who you hear in the background. We always shoot with bands playing in the background.
I feel kind of weird because both the other bands' names start with the letter R today.
And
we're like
you
the
got.
oddballs. I don't know.
Why don't you change your name today?
There's a breach of contract in this.
You guys can change your name to like Rudolph.
Ren to another.
Ren to another. Ren to another.
Run to another.
Run to another. To start off, how long have you guys been playing for? First of all, these questions might be a little rhetorical from last time. They might be a little.
There might be a grammatical error here and
Yeah.
there.
When was the band formed?
Summer of 1990. We played our first show in the autumn of 1990.
Where was that at?
At the Pyramid in New York with White Zombie. Seriously.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was before, before they got all huge.
So you guys like best buddies now, or are you just?
They live in California now.
How many people? How many people were there?
I don't know. The Pyramid was pretty packed.
Did anybody know who you were at that time?
Yeah, like Underdog fans.
Yeah.
And stuff. And Bold.
I don't know. Underdog, Bold fans must have had a big surprise coming for them. Yeah, that's cool. How did you guys decide on the name? Who thought it up?
I did. It was sort of a title of a poem I had written. This really crazy stream of consciousness, weird poem I wrote. And we were just throwing around all these cheesy names for the band, none of which I remember, by the way. And,
come on, you gotta know a couple.
They all escaped me. But one day I was getting on a subway with Drew, and I was like, let's call the band Into Another. I was like, it's not a noun. It's thought-provoking. It's
two words.
It's multi-interpretive. It's two words. And it'll get chicks, basically.
Well, are you getting chicks now? I see one chick, and
I'm sorry.
You're not getting her, but who's?
For the record, I'm joking 100%. No.
We always run into this problem.
I'm sorry. I gotta stop.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a different question that you can be even more.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway.
Serious. Okay. Where did you get your ideas and your concepts for the first album? You have, the songs on it, they differ in every single way. There's not one song on it that sounds the same. Because they're all different.
Musical ideas or lyrical?
Both. Well, first of all, do you write any of the music?
Yeah, we all do. Lately, Tony writes most of it. Believe that.
Wow.
And that's difficult to say. I'd say like most of it, but we all.
You pretty much have the lyrical point, or
I write all the lyrics.
Does Drew throw in a couple?
No, I write all the lyrics. But the music is everybody's.
Now, where do your
musical ideas? Basically, the way we approach it is we don't write the formula. We just we go into the studio and jam, and our songs come out of that always.
And then you put the lyrics to it.
Occasionally, someone will bring in a riff, and we'll jam on it and expand it and mutate it.
Now, what about with the first album? Was there any song that you had a certain idea right off the bat that you like? For instance, lyrically, yeah, Underlord.
Yeah, hey.
We'll introduce them.
Went out on the highway and
introduce them.
This is Josh from Rain Like the Sound of Trains. He's a great guy.
He's awesome. He's got a lot of good tattoos.
He does.
I don't know. They told us very.
I'll show him. Go ahead. Get one on there. We got to get one. We got to get one of your tattoos. Show him the vegan one.
So, best bet would be.
You have more tattoos than Rollins, right? Yeah, you're the one with the big sun on your back. All right. Look at this. Zoom in.
Bobby and Doug are back at.
All right. Okay. Now, wasn't that featured? That was featured in a Never mind. Getting back to the ideas.
Okay,
Second band canceled.
lyrically, well, yeah, all the songs are, I mean, although they may seem very ambiguous and weird to a lot of people, each of those songs is, you know, means a very specific thing to me, specific things to me. Most of what I write is stream of consciousness, but I'm in a very definite focus when I write them.
Like now,
Hard to express.
sleep deprivation.
Yeah. Underlord is pretty much it's different from the other songs on the record because that song pretty much came from like a nightmare. And then when I was writing it, I was in this sort of just like comic book fantasy, horror kind of head. So just, this grandiose kind of tongue-in-cheek comic book.
Threw it together.
Demonic song.
Yeah, but it's still not flashy, or it stands out, but it's not like a farce. I mean, all of your songs have at least a certain good meaning to them, and not just rock and roll.
And a lot of my songs, I mean, this sounds really pretentious, but I'll write them and I'll read them back to myself when I'm in a saner state, and they mean an awful lot more to me when I write them.
Now,
anyway, I mean, Underlord, a lot of kids have said to me that they think it's about like whatever the government or the powers that be, the all-powerful, governing bodies of people. And it's fun if you want to, extrapolate my poetry to that. That's great. But yeah, that song was pretty much just a dream. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I wrote it and I never changed it. I wrote that poem, Underlord, and I went back to sleep. That's how it came about.
On the EP that was put out, second release, there's one song that you hardly ever play out. It's the Without a Medium. How was there a lot of? I mean, is that song really important to you, or was there?
It's tough.
What's that about?
Emotionally. It's about a really close friend of mine who died.
Jesse?
Yeah, a guy named Jesse Cohen. He died 3.5 years ago. And it's just really hard for me to do live. It's tough. And I don't want to cheapen it by doing it all the time. Occasionally we've been places where kids have asked to hear it. Like in California, a kid said his best friend had just died. He really wanted to hear it, so I played it. We all just ended up like crying. But yeah, we hardly ever play that. That's why.
I didn't mean to bring you down.
All right, come on. Ew.
Or razor wire. Your musical interests. What are you listening to nowadays? What have you been listening to over the past 30 years? Or not 30, but 17, 18.
I listen to pretty broad.
This is a typical question. You can name one band. We'll go on to the next question if you want, or you can name 30 bands and we'll be here all day.
No, I don't know. I listen to everything from like old soul music to early David Bowie records, Black Sabbath, a lot of punk still. I listen to The Clash and stuff over the years.
Do you like any? Is there any new stuff that stands out that you like? Are you like a 7-inch type person, or are you like a top 40 type person?
As far as new music goes?
Right. There's a lot of good music that's underground right now.
Yeah.
That is pretty much vinyl. And then there's top 40 music, which is getting popular. Like, Quicksand, Rage Against the Machine, White Zombie. Everybody's classifying as alternative.
To be honest, I'm pretty much like out of touch with newer stuff. I'd like a new band to become my favorite band. I mean, I like those bands. I like I'd like
Welcome back.
Rob?
How you doing, man?
It's bad.
You gonna go mosh?
No.
Oh, come on.
I have a hangover.
You get crypto after a while, so. I'm sorry, those are some of my friends.
You should do it like a Levi's commercial, kind of like get me out of frame and shit.
I told you we're gonna edit this after. We're gonna put in like
The video toaster.
dancing sheet and all kinds of stuff.
Anyhow, no, I mean I like those bands. I like, you know, I think Rage Against the Machine have a lot of really great messages. I just there's not like a new band that's like my favorite band that I'm really passionate about.
You just have a different everything, right? Do you listen to classical music?
Yes, I listen to some Baroque music. Lately I've been listening mostly to like some late 60s and early 70s kind of funky jazz stuff. And I still listen, I mean, some of my favorite like singers and lyricists always listen to like, listen to a lot of David Bowie stuff.
Are you stuck in the 80s? Or?
I'm not stuck anywhere really, but
The 80s were a good place to be stuck in.
I don't like 80s Bowie, you know, like the Bowie I listen to is stuff from like 1970 to 74.
So you're not a big Warren, Skid Row, Bon Jovi?
Never liked any of those bands.
No. But you listen to Quiet Riot and Twisted Sister?
No, sorry. I listen to old Black Sabbath records.
Everybody does.
Oh, okay.
Everybody does. You're human.
Deep Purple. Pink Floyd. New bands. Drew likes Suede a lot.
Let's wait. We're gonna edit that. What do you do for work?
I'm a male prostitute.
I thought Drew was that. Well, you guys are in cohorts with each other. No, last I heard, you were working.
I
This was
worked
a
the door
long
to
time.
club.
Yeah, you were door
I've
to
been doing
club
that for years, and I DJ one night at a sort of restaurant club.
in New York. What? How about everybody else in the band? Is
Tony delivers pizza. And,
Still?
yeah. Peter works on computers.
Yeah.
And Drew's unemployed.
still? I guess not much has changed since we did the last interview, right?
Right.
Do you have any?
I feel like Snoop Doggy Dogg for some reason. Right now.
Why? You don't look like Snoop Dogg.
I feel like it. Exactly.
You're not gonna
I'm
change
giving off
into
very
a.
Snoop
You're not
Doggy
gonna
Dogg
change into a
energy.
dog in front of us, are you? Oh, speaking of dogs, can you read this question right here?
Underdog.
Yes, you were in a very popular band, hardcore band called Underdog.
Oh yeah, we had platinum records. Yeah.
How? Okay.
I have
How
all the
is?
money in real estate now.
Have you pulled away from a lot of the old style of hardcore? I mean, you're into another. Does not sound anything like Underdog.
Yeah, well,
You
Into
know,
Another's
it
not
sounds
hardcore.
nothing like Bowl.
Right.
It sounds nothing like Whiplash.
There you go. And yes, we have.
Yes.
But you know, not intentionally. We didn't. You know, we're not like.
Do
We
you
don't
still
have any.
bump into kids that go to shows that used to see you playing Underdog and now
Oh, yeah.
you're following?
Yeah, and
What do they think?
99% of them have really good things to say. And that 1% are like, can't believe you guys are doing Underdog songs.
Well, do a Whiplash cover. I mean, you don't have to do Bold or Underdog. Get Tony up there. You can sing. How about? I know your beliefs haven't changed hardly at all. You're still vegan.
Actually, now I'm really far to the right. I'm really into Rush Limbaugh now. Yeah, completely changed. Yeah, no, my
Your
beliefs.
nose just grew about a foot.
Yeah, I'm still, you know,
You're
still an idealist.
an idealist. What's the most important belief to you?
I'm not an atheist. Oh gosh.
Are you religious?
I'm not religious. I'm not an atheist. I don't subscribe to a particular faith or order.
Do you believe in a higher power?
Yeah, that's a very 12-step word. Believe. I don't know. That's a very strong word too.
If you were to
I have
die
a feeling.
today,
I have a hunch that yes, there's definitely a non-material plane of existence.
if you were to die today, then where would you go? Where do you think?
I haven't the slightest idea. I think that, you know, like I say, I have a feeling that the energy that animates this material body is indestructible and eternal, like all energy. But I don't know where it's going to go. You got me. I don't think anyone really does. I wish we'd all just admit that, you know? Save ourselves a lot of grief. Stop the wars. Oh, let me put my sweater on.
Well, while you put your sweater on, let's see, did that. Okay, back. Oh no. Dude, Rolling Stone has got to be sponsoring me, right? They are sponsoring, aren't they? I know.
A fat check for that.
Yeah, right. They said, "Can we shoot your arm?"
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then they walked on. I'm gonna dispose of the comment.
Okay.
Cover it up.
Leave it for someone else.
You got now back to the rock and roll. You did the Splinters video, and when did you do it? Where did you do it? Who directed it?
A guy named Noah Logan directed it, who directed the Quicksand video.
David?
No, the other
Dino
one.
Logan?
Yeah. He's just an old pal of mine. And Into Another was the first video he directed. And,
where was it recorded at?
we shot it on 16mm film, black and white, in the woods in upstate New York. In the winter time, so all the trees were dead. It's cool.
Is there a concept behind it?
Kind of. It's me hanging upside down over a river surrounded by lots of almost belch, lifeless trees. It's just shot in. I just had it in mind to shoot it in an area of dead forest. Just the image I had in mind. There's lots of melting ice and shit around. So it's cool.
It's all in black and white?
Once again, to get chicks.
Yeah. Obviously. You're doing, they're playing it non-stop on Headbangers Ball, and you're good friends with Ricky Rackman. I heard all that. I heard. He gave you this ring, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was trying to zoom, but I'm sorry.
Hi, Drew. Sit down with us.
This is Drew, and this is Drew's red hat. My pimp hat. On drugs.
Okay, how about future plans? Records, playing out, getting chicks, pimping?
I want to become an investment banker. Either that or I want to get...
Okay, this is where it starts turning now. We got another person here, so go ahead.
Was this a serious one?
No.
Oh, yeah. The future plans.
Not yet.
We just finished recording the records. In all seriousness, it sounds
What
great.
label? Revolution?
Maybe. We owe them another record, so probably.
You owe them? How many songs is it?
It's 9 songs. It's 45 minutes about. And it was going to be 11, but we're going to release 2 of the songs. It's like a little animal rights benefit 7-inch kind of thing.
Oh, cool. With
a song called Herbivore.
Yeah, Herbivore.
And another song that
Ungodly. Oh,
no, Ungodly's going to be on the album.
Drowning.
Drowning's on the album. Running into the Wall.
Anything new that nobody's heard besides the one that you're going to put on?
We did like a Kenny G medley thing.
We kind of combine the elements from New Kids with Kenny G, and it comes out with something really interesting.
But we just use our voices, no instruments. No.
Kind of like what's the one off the first album with the palindrome with the? Is that the one with the change? Is that Tony's change?
It's Tony's change. 87 cents, I think.
He just sat there with a mic next to his pocket, going like this.
Yep.
It's in his pants.
The mic was in his pants. Is it cordless one? Okay.
That's a little interesting.
Doesn't he look like the guy that went out with us to the movies last week?
I was.
The guy with the hat.
Can't believe
What's his
you
name?
gave me that.
Alan? He just looked like a friend of ours. Have you guys seen any movies lately?
I want to see the piano because I really.
We just went and saw it with the kid that looks like you.
I just want to see Harvey Keitel's penis.
They don't show it.
They don't?
They don't show. It's like dark. We're not talking like the full. What's that movie where the guy dressed up like a girl?
Oh,
and he was
Crying
Game. It's not the full.
By the way, were you
shot.
surprised by the Crying Game?
I knew about it, so I was.
Maybe it's because I live in New York and there's lots of drag queens there. I was just like, who's the dude? It's
Yeah.
like as soon as we rolled out the soundtrack, I was like, nice Adam's apple.
Yeah.
I was not surprised.
But no, they black it.
In fact, I thought it was Kenny G.
The nose, same hair. Different clarinet though.
Yeah, the clarinet
Real
was,
different clarinet. Piano's good.
Haven't seen. So have I seen any movies?
Yeah.
No. Saw Farewell My Concubine a while ago.
The one they just played that. Providence.
I haven't seen. There's a lot of movies I want to see.
Look at Druin on this. How about you?
No, I've been in mourning since Vincent Price went down.
Oh man.
We don't want to. I refuse to go to the cinema.
House of Horrors. The
Abominable Dr.
Theater of
Flies.
Blood. Is that the one? Theater of Blood. Good movie. Good movie. Well, as a fight breaks out. And how about playing out? Are you trying to attract bigger crowds now? I mean, everybody wants to play to as many people as possible. Are you looking?
No, we're trying to play to single people shows.
Just
Actually.
one person.
Yeah,
Call up somebody.
I'm really sick of the crowd thing. It's just like distracting. Playing to one person really.
We're trying to go via satellite into people's, maybe virtual reality.
Like the home
actually.
shopping.
We're not even. We just don't even want to play our instruments. We're just gonna sync it up with
We're gonna get silly with it.
It's okay. I got enough material. I got enough material, so now we can. No, you guys aren't that serious anyway.
Hopefully, when the new record comes out, we'll attract more flies. People.
Okay, closing comments. Anything you want to thank anybody? Do you think anybody stands out in your mind that should be recognized and put on film? Future, any heroes? Any closing comments?
I dislike intensely the guy who says on the Slim Jim commercials, the big wrestler dude.
Oh, the Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yeah, that's his name. Okay.
Yes, Francis Barrett's Magical
Thanks.
Treaty. The Magus is out in print, and I suggest you pick it up and learn about your celestial.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.